It's a beast of a country. And pigs for people. Relax. I see you as an outcast. Like myself. Help me and I will do great things for you. What are you? An invisible man. And an invisible man is a man of power. But if you betray me or disobey me...
Griffin! Griffin! I know you're in there! Griffin! You only stole now! Griffin! Where's my rent? I know you're in there, I can hear you! Griffin! Griffin!
Look, Margaret. An invisible man plagues the town of Iping. They claim to have a clergyman and a doctor as witnesses. Supposedly, this invisible man inflicted serious injuries on our Constable Jaffers.
Clearly the folk of Iping have lost the ability to hear the words coming out of their own mouths. What rot. Honestly, Miss Adeline, you have better things to be spending both your time and money on. Lord knows this place could use more of the latter. And not from pawning your belongings. Begging your pardon. Oh, you think we haven't noticed the steady disappearance of all of this household's valuable works of art? Never thought I'd see the day. And letting poor Arthur go. The best footman you're ever likely to see. You'll be selling the master's chess set next.
Not that, Margaret.
Never that.
He seems to be in rather a hurry, though he doesn't seem to be getting very far.
Aye, if his pockets were full of lead, he couldn't run heavier.
Oi, stranger. What can I get you?
Your finest. Food and drink.
Get some chicken.
Books?
Yeah. Yeah, they're books.
Just seems strange is all. Seeing a man such as yourself carrying books. And into a pub of all places. Some extraordinary things in books.
Indeed.
You think you can hide from me?
Oi! What's going on over there? He's gone mad! Grab him!
Steady, steady.
Adeline. Is that you? Help me, Adeline. It's me, Griffin.
Griffin? What in the world? Show yourself!
Steady yourself, Adeline. For God's sake. I want help badly. I've been shot. I'm nauseous and ill. Just stop. Please, just help me.
Griffin? How can this be? Are you a ghost?
A ghost. Here I thought you were a woman of science. You recall our days at university. My experiments on matter and light, on vision and visibility.
The Invisible Man. Oh my God, you've done it.
Look, Adeline, I'm starving and freezing. Have you got a dressing gown?
You can find some of Reginald's clothes in the wardrobe. Use one of his shirts as a bandage. Where were you shot?
The bullet passed through my arm. I could use your help with this.
Hold your arm up where I need to wrap it.
It's right in front of you. I'd forgotten how tender was your touch. How terribly it pained me. My blood, it turns visible when it coagulates. Reginald, where is the old chap?
He passed away.
What? Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Truly I am. Look, you must forgive me, Adeline. Coming here without an invitation after so many years. I had nowhere else to go.
You may stay in here for tonight.
And food.
I'll fetch you something from the kitchen.
Oh, Griffin. What have you done?
Morning, Mum. Oh, please let me carry that for you.
No, I'm perfectly capable of preparing my own breakfast tray. Thank you.
Mrs. Kemp? I can enter your room to clean it.
I don't want it cleaned. In fact, just stay out of my room until further notice.
Yes, Mum. Apologies, Mum.
Griffin?
Are we alone?
Yes, I sent the girl away. What happened to you, Griffin? How did you end up at my house in this condition and bleeding?
I recalled you and Reginald had settled in Port Burdock. I hoped for shelter, perhaps for Reginald to help with aspects of my experiments. Even with his childish understanding.
Childish? He was a brilliant man.
He was close-minded and small. Still, he may have had some use with the right instruction.
Your jealousy was always beneath you. Reginald was the best of us. Have you turned your clothes invisible?
No. My formula only works on living matter.
Then you're wearing nothing. I must ask you to make yourself decent.
Always so proper. Though one summer night I seem to recall...
Griffin, please.
Ah, this is better. Warmer. I always admired Reginald's taste in attire.
He looked well in it.
What do you think? Perhaps I could even venture outside like this, if I kept people from approaching too closely. My wound appears to be healing quickly. Perhaps a side effect.
I can see from the newspapers and from the gunfire last night that others are aware of you. How did you get shot?
There was a real fool of a man, a sort of confederate of mine, curse him, who stole my money. He created quite a ruckus in a pub when I tried to catch him.
Is he invisible too?
No, I alone possess this power.
Are you a danger to me and the good people of this household?
Peace, Adeline, and patience. I'll tell you my story, but first I need rest.
Good morning, Mrs. Kemp. Always a pleasure.
Patrolling the neighborhood? You seem rather overstaffed.
I wish it were a patrol. This is a manhunt.
Oh dear.
I've sent men with tracking dogs to sweep the forest on both sides of the road. So if you hear the racket, don't be alarmed.
I heard a vagrant caused a brawl last night at the Jolly Cricketers. You're pursuing him.
News travels surprisingly quick here in the outskirts. No said vagrant, quite a twitchy fellow.
Then whom are you hunting?
Well, our friendly drifter claimed that an invisible man Tried to kill him and cause a disturbance at the pub. He begged to be locked in our most secure cell.
Surely you didn't indulge him.
Oh, I had a good mind to. Poor PC Collins got shot on his account. Oh, he'll be all right. That crazed man wasn't the one who pulled the trigger. We're here because, invisible man or not, we did find a trail of blood in the street leading out of town towards this general direction. Whoever he is, the man seems smart enough to staunch his own bleeding and avoid the road. We lost this trail a good distance back. Have you experienced any suspicious occurrences since last night? Strange noises, broken window, missing any food or supplies?
No. Nothing like that.
Thank heaven. Keeping you safe is my sacred duty. Please, continue to take all precautions.
What happened to the vagrant?
I locked him up for the night for instigating the brawl. Then released him earlier this morning.
You sent a mentally disturbed man out into the street.
I run the police station, Mrs. Kemp, not an asylum.
If you'd support me in my letters to the mayor and to the city council, Port Burdock could build one. A more humane one. The people here respect you enough.
Supporting the view in your letters means supporting new taxes. Which I don't.
I heard the vagrant was carrying a large sum of money.
What exactly is your interest in this man?
You know I work with the unfortunate.
Your interest seems rather more specific.
And can't a lady indulge in some idle neighbourhood gossip?
Perhaps I could visit you again. And talk about this gossip. It seems here the grapevine is more efficient than the telegram. Good day.
Mum?
How do you do, William? As always, thank you for your service. Can you tell me, has anyone died because of this drift or anything at all related to him?
Not so far. Thank the good Lord. Look, Mrs. Kemp, we attend the same meetings. I support your politics. You like to help people in need, and I'm happy to feed you information from time to time. But please, don't go looking to help this one. I've not seen him before, and I know all the pikers round these parts. Let the bloke move on, eh? He's bad news for Port Burdock.
PC William!
Griffin?
That told me so. Pull up your pen, dilly dilly, set them to work. Until the cloud, dilly dilly, some to look for. Out in the blue, dilly dilly, lavender green. When I am king, dilly dilly, you shall be queen. Pull up your pen. Oh, forgive me, Mom. Did I leave the door open?
Are you all right in here by yourself?
Begging your pardon, Mom. Why wouldn't I be? you don't mind, Mum.
Of course.
Well, at least you have the good sense not to openly move around the house until nightfall. Where did you disappear to all day long?
If I didn't know you better, I would suspect you of having just made a joke.
Did you wander into town, or were you inside my house, lurking?
I was out, gathering useful knowledge. I saw you speaking to the police. Learn anything interesting?
I learned that you came off worse in the scuffle you instigated. You don't appear to have caused any deliberate harm. You were always rather a scoundrel, but I'm relieved to know you're not irredeemable. You haven't changed since our days at university. Once again, I find you rummaging through my private correspondence.
Oh, your precious propriety again.
Had you more respect for propriety and more regard for the feelings of others, things might have ended differently. No. Don't. Please. It was our last game together. I still somehow expect him to make his next move. You were always a snoop, always disdainful of others' boundaries. It seems you found a way to make that illicit behaviour nigh undetectable.
I can do many things while invisible, Adeline. Things that ordinary men cannot. Things that Reginald could never do. For example, I could save you. I could save your home. I thought your household staff looked a bit sparse. A girl and an old woman. Take it. It's a gift.
I thought you said all your money had been taken.
Come now, Adeline. Who do you intend to ask for help? You don't come from a prosperous family. They can't shoulder the burden of your husband's failed research.
He said he was closer to a breakthrough. It would have paid for everything.
Yes. I'm familiar with the sweet siren song of futile hopes. But with my success, there's more where that came from. If we can come to terms. You don't have much time, my dear. The bank's letter's a week old. They are coming for you.
Good day, Mrs. Kemp.
Mr. Wicksteed, how are you? How's things with the City Council?
Port Burdock is developing remarkably well, I'm happy to say. In fact, I've just come from a meeting with his lordship. With a little bit of luck, our prosperous town may soon be enjoying the benefits of a new electricity power station, and before the turn of the century.
I'm so delighted to hear we're making such heroic strides forward. Perhaps Port Burdock might share some of its prosperities with less fortunate.
My dear lady, I'm not unaware of your gallant letter-writing campaign to men of influence around the town,
But I have to give you a piece of advice. It's an old Chinese proverb, I believe.
Give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish, you feed him for life. Your intentions were honorable but misguided. As long as I sit on the council,
Your charitable schemes will never see the light of day. And if I may be so bold, Mrs. Kemp, if I was in your situation, I'd concentrate on getting my own financial house in order before I start telling other people how to manage theirs.
I am relieved we can avoid the heartbreaking business of the bank throwing a widow out onto the street.
So I have more time.
Making this large payment means I have the flexibility to grant you an extension to the repay the balance, but not long, I'm afraid. 30 days. The colonel's arrived. A thief broke into the bank last night and stole an enormous sum of money. If you'll excuse me, I have some unpleasant business to attend to. Good morning. Morning, sir. Please come this way.
Like you, Reginald continued to study the strange and bizarre aspects of science. He hoped his research would earn admittance into the Royal Society. Nothing as impressive as your discovery, but...
This will do.
Are you confident you can find a cure for your condition?
He was to be the focus of my work in Iping. But I can do nothing without my research journals. The fool who stole my money took them too. Without them, discovering an antidote involves trial and error mixtures for over 300,000, maybe 400,000 chemical combinations. It would take my whole lifetime.
You must tell me how you achieved this, Griffin. It's a miracle of science.
If only you had cared this much about me during our time at university. I devoted every shilling I possessed to my research.
Why invisibility?
Oh, dear Adeline. I wasn't researching how to be unseen. I was researching how to be free. My experiments met with unparalleled success, but my landlord grew impatient.
I know you're in there!
And I had little time to conclude my research.
Griffin!
When he came to collect his rent, I had no choice. I put on an act that would have made any magician proud. My head was already teeming with plans of all the wild and wonderful things I now had the freedom to do with impunity. But my triumph was short-lived. I had been a naive fool. What helpless absurdity an invisible man is in the cold climate and a dirty, crowded city. Every crossing was a danger, every pedestrian a thing to watch alertly. I had no shelter, no covering in the coming winter. And to get clothing was to forego all my advantage. Snow was settling upon me. Rain would make me a watery outline, a glistening surface of a man. London fog would turn me into a ghostly bubble, more visible than any ordinary man, blurred and obscured by it. stumbled across a humble costuming shop. That night, after the store owner had gone home, I rummaged out a costume and robbed him of any available money I could find. Finally, I went out into the world. A grotesque but still credible figure. I realized invisibility made it possible for me to gain wealth and power, but also made it impossible to enjoy them. I eventually made my way to Iping. It was supposed to be quiet and safe. I went there to find a way of restoring myself. Then, I was betrayed by the one man who was supposed to help.
It's remarkable, Griffin. Remarkable. They'll have to rewrite every textbook in the world. Think of the fortune you might raise and the good you might do with it.
We must think bigger than that, my dear.
Colonel Addy.
Such a relief you were able to delay the bank's foreclosure. However, did you pull off such a miracle?
My brother in America sent me the necessary funds. He's doing quite well for himself.
Indeed.
Railroads.
Some men have such a good head for business. Others, like your late husband, for science. But science hardly ever pays the bills, eh?
If only the good deeds paid as well as the bad.
They never do they, Mrs. Kemp? You brought your husband's favorite coat out of retirement. It's been years since I last saw him walking through town in this coat.
I was reminiscing.
It seems perhaps your fortunes have changed. Strange how the world always gets on just fine, don't you think? No matter what tragedies befall us mere mortals. The bank's available cash is stolen. Fortunately for them, you were able to pay them a sizable fraction of what you owe in cash.
Why exactly are you here, Colonel?
Did you know the bank was robbed of twice the amount you paid them? I wonder where that money disappeared to.
Or perhaps that mysterious drifter might have answers for you.
I agree. That's why I'm tracking his movements. Perhaps he can lead my police to the bank's stolen money. But apparently, I'm not the only one interested in him. You appear to be messengering letters to poorhouses all over the region in search of the vagrant Mr. Thomas Marvel. How did you come by his name, Adeline?
How did you get these?
I always alert authorities around the regions about persons of interest. They forward me the letters. They appear little like your handwriting.
They're mine.
And Mr. Marvel?
Colonel Addy, I must ask you to leave. Immediately.
I came as a courtesy to give you the opportunity to be frank with me. I do suspect you're withholding information. Please believe me, these kinds of secrets never get better with time.
you write letters in my name, and how dare you threaten Colonel Addy?
Thomas Marvel.
Mrs. Kemp. If Dr. Kemp could see you, he'd be sick with worry. I'll be going home now, ma'am. This letter came in the afternoon post for you. It seems urgent, ma'am.
Dear Mrs. Kemp, I've received your letter requesting my aid to help you locate an unfortunate man named Thomas Marvel. Alas, I feel obliged to inform you that the local police have made the same request. They keep the miserable man under surveillance. For what reason, I cannot divine. Sadly, I must report to them the arrival of your letter. But in honor of our past works together, helping the laboring classes, I can report to you that Thomas Marvel is sheltering here in our annex. Your true friend and devoted servant, Bishop Oliver White, Eastcliff Abbey. Mrs. Kemp, you are too sensible to venture to this part of town so close to nightfall.
I must find that man.
You place me in a difficult position, especially if you are involved with anything dishonest. I do not want to know about anything that...
Have you informed Colonel Addy yet?
You know I must. Port Burdock is not a large city. Sooner rather than later, word will get back to the police about his presence, including word about your inquiries here. This is the one and only time I can help you in this manner. He avoids the other homeless. Find him in the pews.
We have a mutual acquaintance.
I don't know you. And I doubt we'd be moving in the same society.
I'm here alone.
I'm curious to learn why you think I need that assurance.
For a man of means, you choose poor accommodations.
A man who spends his money is one to draw attention. I ain't making that mistake again. You being here is case in point. If you're his friend, what you want?
The truth is, I am his friend. I just don't know whether he is mine.
He's a sick man. Always yammering on about his plans to bring the entire country to heel.
The entire country?
Yeah. But Thomas Marvel showed him. Queen Victoria should give me a medal. I took the wind right out of his sails, I did.
Could you see your way to parting with that journal in your hands?
I knew it. You just want the power for yourself, don't you? Well, it's mine! You're in league with the Invisible Man! She's in league with the Invisible Man! He's with her now!
Marvel, wait!
Griffin? Where have you been? Why did you follow Colonel Addy into town? What did you do to him?
Do you actually care for that insufferable man? I wanted to see what he actually knew about us. No doubt my Confederate had talked the police chief's ears off with wild tales of the Invisible Man. I wanted to know if good old Colonel Addy believed the stories.
And?
Well, of course he doesn't. Sit down. Life must go on, my girl. There is so much for us to do.
Reginald would have never made so bold a move.
That was him all over. And yet, he won what mattered. Imagine what we could do together, Adeline. I know you wish to do great things. I can ferret out the hidden information you need. Secure the funds you require. I can remove the obstacles that stand in your way. From this day forward, life will be so much easier for you, Adeline Kemp. But I must have my journals. Only when I master invisibility will the world bend to my will. Only then can you make it a better place. I must have my journals, Adeline, and you will help me find them.
Marvel? Have you seen him?
He didn't make the queue to shelter in the annex tonight. But I've seen where he goes when he wants to make himself scarce. I can show you. But what's in it for me? Go on. The entrance to the tunnel's around there.
Are you lost, love? Maybe we can light your way. Michael did a fine job luring you. If you've come for your money, it isn't here!
Mr. Marvel, I'm not looking for the money. I only seek the journals.
If you want your books so bad, come and get them. Don't hide behind this pretty thing.
He's not here. I'm willing to pay for it.
I'll wager you'll be willing to do a lot more before my boys let you out of this chamber.
What did he tell you, gentlemen? That an invisible man would be coming here tonight? Surely he didn't believe such a ludicrous claim.
Marvel, he is paying us quite well to babysit him and take out his invisible tormentor. We believe him daft, but money's money, right, boys? Marvel also told us that a pretty little morsel would be wandering down here by her lonesome. We didn't believe that neither, but wonder of wonders. Here you are. Ready for the taking. Takes a bit of effort to pull a trigger. I guess your fingers out in the practice. You should have cocked the hammer back first. I can teach you things.
Look out, you idiots!
Where the hell are you? Everywhere. Run, Adeline! Run!
Where are you, you blinder?
Show yourself, you player! Go here!
Congratulations, Mr. Marvel. You will get your wish. You will be locked up for God knows how long. All you had to do was be part of a brawl that saw 2 men killed.
It weren't me. It was the Invisible Man. You don't believe me, do you? You should ask your pretty lady friend.
Make sure you give your pretty little friend a toy back. Who killed those two men we found on the ground?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Tell me the truth, Adeline. Or as much of it as you can manage. Let me help you.
I was trying to recover that journal. Marvel stole it, and someone saved me.
Must be quite a book for you to risk your life in such a foolish manner. And then, a miraculous savior. I would love to shake his hand. What does he look like?
I don't know.
Height? Weight? Hair and eye color?
I don't know.
Mrs. Kemp, the sole reason I don't drag you behind bars yourself is that both you and Mr. Marvel seem to agree that someone else created this night's mayhem. So please, be more forthcoming. Does this journal truly belong to you? Does it belong to Mr. Marvel? Does it belong to an invisible man?
Don't be absurd. The journal's mine.
Let's see. Ominous headings in English, clearly written by someone obsessed with the morbid. And the rest? Gibberish.
It's a cipher. I can't read it.
Neither can I. There's a fella down at the station, good with puzzles, who says there's a key. It seems a 7-letter keyword would unlock this cipher, but I'd be blowed if I can think of what it might be. Mr. Marvel doesn't know the contents in this journal either, yet you both claim ownership.
The journal belongs to my late husband. As you know, he was a scientist. His dream was to become a member of the Royal Society. It was all he ever wanted.
The Reginald we know sought to conduct human experimentation. This journal is lunacy. Yet I'm inclined to believe you, seeing how fervently you've been seeking it, even to the point of endangering yourself. What other reason could you possibly have? Of course, I can't return this gun officially. It's a murder weapon. Whatever you're caught up in, try to stay safe.
Good day, Lord Mayor.
Ah, Mrs. Kemp. Exciting day for you.
Is it true? The City Council will vote on my proposal for a more humane asylum.
Well, not to be impolite about it, but since Councillor Wicksteed's unfortunate and untimely demise, the committee work he had stalled has been voted to move forward. That does not mean that your proposal has the necessary votes to pass.
Who still opposes? Surely I can make them see reason. My proposal pays for itself over the long term.
You should attempt to discuss the matter with Councillor Hammond. He leads the opposition against you now. But act with haste. The City Council votes tomorrow.
Congratulations on the vote.
Oh my God, where have you been? I didn't know if you were dead or alive. Are you hurt?
I'm no worse off than usual.
How long have you been following me? Secretly? Silently?
I'm a scientist, Adeline. An observer by profession. Of what good would my observations be if my subjects were aware of my presence?
Some would call that a violation of privacy.
Others would call it necessary. That letter the mayor was writing, it was addressed to Councillor Hammond. He was warning the gentleman about you.
Lies.
I beg your pardon?
It must have been the wind.
The wind? Indoors? How daft.
You hot-headed fool, you never did learn to control that temper, did you?
They aimed to vote down your proposal after a so-called heroic effort to pass it. How many precious years of your life have you wasted on this rotting town? You know the measure of these men more than I do, I wager.
I'm a woman in a world of small men. It's the same at university. Allowed to sit in lectures, but barred from examinations. I'm only permitted to act through a limited set of channels.
Then make me your channel, and in turn you will become mine.
What exactly are you proposing?
I need the other two journals. Help me reach the police station, and I'll get your humble proposal passed by the City Council.
Give me your word you'll not hurt him. There'll be no more bloodshed.
Anything for you, Adeline. Anything. The whole world for you.
Mrs. Kemp, is there something I can help you with?
I'd like to talk to Thomas Marvel.
I fail to see how that would be productive.
He stole 3 journals, not 1. Journals that belonged to my dear late husband. His final legacy to me.
I'll ask him the questions. You stay silent. Understand?
Keep me here, Addy. It's not safe.
Quiet, Talbot.
If he admits to having 2 more stolen journals, I'll try to convince him to surrender them.
What's she doing here?
The lady claimed you have 2 more of her journals in your hidden stash somewhere around town.
Those journals belong to me.
Mr. Marvel, how shall I put this? It doesn't take a detective to know that the journals are beyond a man of your education. A supposition bolstered by the fact you cannot tell me the contents.
Oh, and she can read them?
Mrs. Kemp claims her late husband, a scientist, wrote them. You'll have to forgive me if I find her version of events slightly more plausible.
You killed me, Eddie. You've led the Invisible Man right to me. She's in league with him. Ask her. You can tell it. It's written all over her lying face.
Mrs. Kemp, would you please try to explain to Mr. Marvel that you do not have an invisible man following you around?
Just give me the journals and this can all be over.
If you're so terrified of this invisible man, why not give up the journals?
You don't know him like I do. And I wager that you don't know him as well as you think you do either, Missy. Giving him the books back won't be the end of it. It'll just be the beginning. For all of us.
Are my ears deceiving me? Or did I actually hear a note of concern for your fellow man?
It ain't your ears that be deceiving you.
He won't give them up.
Hey! Don't leave me here with him.
With whom? The invisible man? Oh, invisible man. Please stop harassing this poor unfortunate.
Blast you, you fool! You don't know what you're doing!
Perhaps I should support your asylum after all.
This is blood on your hands, Annie! It's blood on your hands, Annie! It's blood on your hands!
You're undressed. I asked you to make yourself decent.
I'd forgotten how very lovely you are. I have the Madeline, my precious journals, and I have you to thank for it.
What about Marvel?
He's fine.
Now you'll find a cure.
The cure? There is no affliction, Adeline. You said my achievements were remarkable, that I would rewrite science as we know it.
You've done a very great thing. A great and terrible thing, but it scares me.
I'm only just beginning to realize the extraordinary advantages invisibility gives me. But until I find a cure, I must have a partner.
A partner?
I must have you. Are you not wary of being invisible yourself? Alone in this house, in your public causes? Are you not tired of being a woman unseen, a voice unheard? The world will hear both our voices before too long.
Margaret? Have you seen Margaret?
No, Mum, but I found a note from her in the kitchen. She's gone to her sister's in town as she thinks she's coming down with the flu.
A note? Thank you, Evie.
Good luck today, Mrs. Camp.
I'm sorry?
The City Council? I heard they're voting on your asylum today.
Yes, thank you for reminding me. You seem to be in high spirits today. Could almost be like we were at university again. You and Reginald fussing over all the beakers and tubes. Every breakthrough a triumph.
I have every reason to be happy. I have my journals back, and I was finally able to test a cure. It had flaws. Right now, it's more like a slow poison. But sooner or later, a full cure will be mine. Then my invisibility shall truly become a tool of power.
I don't understand. Surely when you formulate a cure, you'll just become visible again, correct?
My invisibility gives me advantages too valuable to simply toss aside. But with a cure, both of us can be visible and invisible at will.
Me invisible?
Perhaps I will share with you the secrets of my work. The key word that unlocks the cipher.
Griffin, I don't want...
This is day one of year one of the new epoch. The epoch of the invisible man. We'll begin with Port Burdock and your humble proposal to the City Council. I almost forgot. Today it passes the vote because I say it passes.
Griffin, wait!
Mrs. Kemp.
Mayor Edison, I must talk to you.
The vote will be held this afternoon, my dear. Don't fret, but first a spot of luncheon at my club.
No,
We're still a little behind, of course, but then I did have the devil's luck trying to get into the city this morning. And then there are, well, just so many important votes to get through. But rest assured, we will consider your ideas with the utmost deliberation and care that they deserve. Whether the vote goes in your favour,
Perhaps it might be safer to delay.
Delay? My dear girl, you've spent months hounding the councillors, and now you wish to delay.
You must understand the bank and the money and Wicksteed. Oh my God, Wicksteed.
Time to clean house.
Two men who opposed your charitable proposals have been killed, including the mayor of Port Burdock. I find it too convenient to be coincidence. The bank theft and the dead men. The men in the tunnels. Marshal Wicksteed, Mayor Edison, and last night, Thomas Marvel.
Marvel.
We found him like that just hours after your visit. What part did you play in this? Did you steal a key when you were here?
No, it's worse. I let him inside.
Does the culprit have a name?
Griffin. His name is Cade Griffin.
Where is he? What does he look like?
That's the problem.
The idea is ludicrous. I want to hear you say it. Look me in the eye. Tell me with a straight face that an invisible man committed these crimes.
An invisible man?
Robbed the bank.
Yes.
Murdered Mr. Wicksteed.
Yes.
Killed the mayor. Tortured Thomas Marvel to death. My God, Adeline.
I don't know what I've done or what I was doing. It was just such a miracle scientific endeavor. Think of what could be done with such an advance. I never thought you would. In his younger days, he was... Marvel's right. He's crazed and he's dangerous.
but not invincible. It's time you chose a side.
God. Margaret.
I was finally able to test a cure. It has flaws. Right now, it's more like a slow poison.
Help. He's a madman. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Mrs. Camp? I'm so sorry, Evie.
What's going on?
I don't understand, Bob. Run, Evie, go!
your final obstacle removed. Your proposal will pass.
Yes, I'll get what I want at the cost of our souls.
Oh, we are above man's small petty morality.
As Evie knows to her cost.
A little fun. Nothing more. You remain the true object of my desire.
And Margaret?
So you found Margaret?
What was left of her?
She was nothing. A lab rat. You must think bigger, my love. The cure draws closer day by day, and with it, our power.
Griffin, what you could have been.
Is that the girl?
It's just the house settling.
I want to see.
Colonel Addy sees him!
Adeline, you bitch! You want it for yourself, Addy. I can see right through you.
Don't let him get away!
Colonel Addy!
Stay here.
He could be anywhere.
Addy!
You'll get me back in that house, Addy. You'll get me my journals.
You're a fool if you think she'll open the door to me now. And a bigger fool if you think I'll put her at risk.
You think you could win her heart when she could have me, a god among men?
You may have blown your chance. It seems she disapproves of murder.
I want my journals, Adeline. I must have them. With my journals, with the cure, the reign of the Invisible Man will begin!
I don't want to hurt you, Griffin. Even now, I don't want to shoot you. If you take one single step inside this room, if you don't leave now and forever, I'll burn your damn journals.
I will not be stopped.
Neither will I, not in this.
If you destroy my work, you'll die here tonight, Adeline. You'll die!
I don't think it matters. I haven't lived in years.
No! You'll burn, Adeline! You'll burn!
You're mad! You'll kill us both!
I would have been a king, Adeline, and you my queen. You could have tasted greatness. Greatness! Instead of the mediocrity you settled for. Reginald with his small thinking and his cowardice.
With his decency and his gentleness.
He was half the scientist I was.
But twice the man.
Adeline! Adeline! What we could have done together.
Terrible things.
Wonderful things. Every door open to us, every luxury ours for the taking, every enemy crushed.
Theft and murder.
There is no murder in war. War, Adeline. An army of invisible men at my command. The world on its knees. It's what we wanted.
No, never that. I was in awe of your power, Griffin, your discovery, but it's made you a monster.
It's made me a king! A king! Ah! Ah! Mm.
Griffin. There you are.
Adeline. What a waste it would have been. For such beauty to be invisible. Adeline. Always Adeline. My love. My muse. My code word. My key. Adeline.
Is it over?
It's over.
Should have left it to you all along. It was all for you, you know. He did it all for you.
In the beginning, perhaps. Before power corrupted.
Was in the wrong hands, I suppose. Can't say I blame him. Not entirely. I suppose, in a way, we were both after the same thing.
Adeline?